Guys, just here messing about. I had power on for a couple of weeks, so there you go, dicky on me. Anyway, got lights on now. I've got bigger lights. But a couple of weeks ago I ran down the boat to shut it up for the winter, and I picked up the old Seagull engine. It's been sat in the bilge of my boat now for 12 months, 9 months, 10 months, 12 months. It's an old Seagull engine, immaculate mind, she works, brilliant engine. Yeah, it's just fantastic. Let me change cameras a minute, guys. Yeah, so there you have it, the old Seagull's there. As I say, I brought her back from the boat. I just took her out of the bilge, carried her home. The only thing that went wrong when I stood her up was the tap leaked here, which is what happens when they go dry. But the minute the fuel gets in there, they swell out again and they start leaking. So anyway, I brought this home at the end of the season. I repaired that, put a new pump on that and got her all going. But now she's been sat there for 2 months, 3 months. I'm going to get the barrel out today. I'm going to put her back in the barrel, make sure she's still running up and ready to go, and then tie her up, get ready to take her back down Easter when we go back down. And I'm going to chuck her in a barrel. And out of curiosity, we know Seagull engines, but we all know Seagull engines. They're bloody reliable. They start every time. They don't flood and say I ain't starting. They love being flooded. Well, you can flood them once in a blue moon. But anyway, for emergency backup engine or for just little everyday half-hour fishing trips, you can't beat them. But they're heavy on fuel. But I keep this one. My brother got one exactly the same, and they're both good engines, and we use them as backups. So it's going to be interesting today, putting her in the barrel and see how easy she starts after 12 months sat around in a dirty, stinking, rotten bilge under a boat. So let me fuel the tank up, and we'll get ready to go. Well, there you go, guys. I got the it's a little bit awkward because the hose is one of them stretch hoses. And the minute you let the pressure off at any great quantity, but soon I'll have it fill up and we'll get the old engine in the barrel and we'll see how good she's going to run. Hopefully she'll run spot on up. Hey guys, I've got the engine, the barrel's full up. I've got the engine, all I've done is bring her from the garage and put her in. She's already got fuel in. This time the tap ain't leaking, so I haven't even turned the fuel on yet. So I'm going to turn the fuel on now. There you go, see it going through. And then I'm going to set this camera up somewhere and you can watch me start her. But I just realised, pull rope. I've got to find a pull rope, I don't know where I put it. Anyway, I'll do that and get her ready to start, and I'll put the camera on the side and film starting from 12 months not running. It's gone up the van and the only stuff I've got is this bit of old stuff, but it seems to want to go around the engine okay, so I'm going to cut that off and get a bit of stick and make myself a pull start. That feels alright, that'll do the job. Well, there you go, guys, just a little bit of string tied around the handle and a bit of sellotape on it to stop this sliding off the handle. I got pull starters, they're all done about. Must remember to put that back in the van. Anyway, let's see what this bit is like. Hopefully I got the length right, and that's okay. Two. The only one I've got 2, 3 at the most pulls. Doing this one-handed, that's all it is. And there you go. That'll do the job beautiful. So let me leave that for now because I don't want to pull it at all. I want you to see it starting literally from scratch. I'll set the camera up somewhere where I can leave it running. Now I've come in the garage to get the thing to put the camera on. And on top of it was a bit of string, but anyway, that can go back in the van now as well. So anyway, I'll take the bench out. Okay guys, like I said, this old engine been in the bilge of my boat down at North Devon for over 12 months, just under I think, because I started the boat early last year. And all I've done is bring her up here, I took her out the van, I put her in the barrel, I turned the fuel on. I've made a new pull start and now I'm going to start her, see how she starts after 12 months. If the video is too long, messing about, then I can edit it anyway. So let's get on with it and see how she starts. put the choke on. First pull. Second pull. I can't pull very hard. Right. I didn't flutter. Now I fluttered on, I put the choke off. You might need the plug clean in or the point check in. Okay. Press you want the choke or not. And we'll try the choke again. A little bit of throttle. I think she wants to plug clean it. Choke off again. Not come out there. At this point we start wondering if you're doing something wrong, because this engine is always started. Further again. So we know from practice now, a few more pulls if you don't start needs clean. Ain't been bang. She feels like she's trying. I've shut the lead off, I've undone the plug, freed it, and now I'm taking it out, and as you'll see it is in a right state. It will be, I can feel the rust on it, but I thought I'd let you see what it's like. Well, there she is, Genki, well there she is, Genki, Manky, and as you can see the rust on her, but as I say, she's been sat around for 4 years in my boat, and I've used her 3 times over that 4 years, and the last time I used her was 12 months ago, well 11 months ago, so it is that, needs cleaning. Now I'll clean that, put it back in, and we'll try her again. So anyway, let me go and clean her, and I'll show you after I cleaned her. Okay, I've took her off and I put her in a thing, and you can see she's in the right state, but I'm giving her a going over. I changed the direction. I know the outside doesn't matter, but it does and it doesn't. So I'm going to clean her really good, and then I'll clean the points, check the gap. Well, I know the gap will be alright, and then I might give this casing some rust treatment to help it not rusty again. Anyway, I'll show you after I've done it. Hey guys, I've got rust treatment here that I always keep. I've got one of them in the full, one in the van as well. I've just done around the base, and now I'm going to go. It is cold out here, but it ain't cold, it's ambient temperature, about 11 degrees today. But I'm going to leave that for a quarter of an hour, let that eat into that rust, and in the meantime I can go and have a cup of tea. But I'm playing about, I don't care how long it takes. Let me show you the main reason I'm out here playing with this engine today. Is I wouldn't normally be getting ready now because I've got 2 months before I go to my boat. But 2 days ago I lost my dog, and I can't stop crying, and I just realised that if I keep busy, sorry guys, I just get it up. If I keep busy, I can keep my mind off her. I still love her, but anyway, that's done. I'll give it a quarter of an hour, and I'll in the meantime, I'll go and a nice cup of tea. Put the plug rust treatment in dry. I've come and wound my hose up so I can shut the back door. Getting rather cold in the house, but I just thought I'd give you a lesson. Chuckling a grappling hook on a boat, you chuck it from loops like this, but the loops all catch up with each other and it don't go anywhere. So one thing you learn is when you do your first loop, it's a big one. The next one is a big loop. The next one is that much shorter. Or that's it, sorry. The next one is that much shorter, and then so on and so on and so on and so on. So when you chuck this, it's impossible for that one that you've chucked to grab the others, and your grappling iron will always reach its mark. I just thought I'd give you a bit of invoice on that. Anyway, let me carry on, have a cup of tea and then get back to the boat. As predicted, we've got the rain coming now, so I brought the barrel in just to the side. If I get her starting, I can run in here, but the smoke in here won't matter. And I'm just going to set the camera up somewhere now where you can see me pulling her, and we'll see how she's going to go again. So I've got a spark now, so hopefully I won't have to clean the points. Hopefully I'll clean herself when she's going. So let me start again and see how we're going on. Okay guys, so here goes second try. I've cleaned her now. She's all sparks are plugged in, so all I've got to do now is let her again, pull the cord, and hopefully go away with the mixer. Now I never used to give her throttle, so I will leave the throttle not on. So this is how she goes after having her plug cleaned. I took an hour doing it, mine, because I rust treated the plug as well, so I've got a cup of tea. But let's see how we're going to go now. Right, turn the petrol back on. Got her. She's ready. Now I know the plug's got no fuel on her, so hopefully she should just go. If this don't work, obviously I've got to clean the points, but I don't think so. Right, she might want to choke. A little bit. Fire in. Feels like the spark might be a little bit weak. You don't want to choke then, baby. She does not want to choke. There you have it. I've had this little engine about 3 years now, and I've had 2 boats I've had to move to what was used as a rescue engine. And as I say, she's just been sat now for 11 months in the building my boat. And all I've done here, as I say, I run this as I run on these permanently on sailboat. Because my sailboat's inboard outboard, you can imagine the smoke. I have thought of making the shutter go on there. When she's running, turn it and shut it off. The reason that shutter's on there is so she don't stuck all around the door and into the engine. Anyway, let's leave her running for 10 minutes and let me give you a little bit of advice about these engines. These are little Seagull smoking for a while. I used to enjoy a smoke, I must admit. And when I was a kid, I've had loads of them. I'm 75 years of age now, and I've had must have 20, 25 of these over the years. And I'd go out and buy them, they're not running. You have them off people, they used to be dad's old engine, and they're not running. So you bring them home, put them in a barrel, clean the spark plugs, check the points, and they always start. And you could hunt around, and there was never, I hardly ever seen a broken Seagull for spares. And a few years ago, there was a firm started up online. Your old Seagull smoky, we can sell you a jet that'll change the fuel so you can run her on next to no oil. Well, okay, anybody could change the size of a jet. You'll probably get one out of any old car and she'd run great. But you cannot run a piston. If you ever turn one of these over, there's no compression to them. The gap between the piston and the thing is so massive that it's unbelievable. It needs the oil. And it is designed like that to run with loads of oil. It was for the army in the old days. The army loved it. They could get rid of all the old shit oil. But since that guy been doing that, it must be 10, 15, 20 years, I've come across so many fucked Seagull engines, you don't want to believe it. Like I say, the engine itself needs 10-to-1 oil. Alright, you sell you the thing, you put it in your engine and you'll run it and it'll run, and when it packs up a year later, you put it down with everything bar the jet he sold you. But take it from me, boy, run your engine if you love it on 10-to-1. Because that's what it needs, that's what it's designed for. I must admit, you can probably get away with a little less oil now because the oil these days is that much better. Because bear in mind, they used to run these on any old engine oil. But look at that. And it's not like a normal two-stroke engine. That normally goes down the exhaust shaft and comes out oil the propeller and goes in the water. But with the Seagull engine, it don't work like that. So you got to hope that when you're plodding along in your little boat, the wind ain't going the same way as you are, because you dry the smoke to death. Anyway, that's a little secret with these engines. Buy them, love them, and they will last forever. It's what I call the old Singer sewing machine of the boat engine world. Because my old Singer is the same and will go on forever as long as I oil it and look after it. Talking of the devil, there she is. I got to come down later on. I'm in the cross dressing. I got to cut the dresses that I got order. So later on I'll be coming down here now the air's warmer and taking the seams and the hems up on them. Anyway, let's leave the old engine running for a while. She's pumping water and she's working lovely. Okay, we've got the Seagull engine running lovely. The next project is this one. This little engine here was a backup engine on a river going boat, and it was only ever run up now and then, and but it's been sat on the back of my boat for 7 years. But the engine itself is like new, and the only other thing wrong with it was that the slow running jet got napped, and they're so hard to clean. I don't bother. All I do is I get her going, and then when I want to put her in a gear, I throttle her down, put her in gear, and then throttle back up, and you never go anywhere on tick over, so she goes lovely. But this winter I put her in, and because she don't get cleaned out like your long running engine, the silts build up. But if you run an engine for a long time, each time you use it, each time you do it, it washes out the salts that stayed in there, like the inside of a kettle. It washes them out and the engine's clean, but now you're running on salt water, so when you cut her out again, she goes out and you get another layer of salt. But again, if you run her again for a long time, the salts won't build up, because the last lot will get flushed out with the new lot you're putting in now. But these old engines, you start them on the back of the boat before you go out and you think, yeah, she's running all right, and you cut her out. But you haven't had time to wash the old salts out, so a new lot of salts now builds up on top of the older salts. And eventually, after 7 years of doing that, you've pumped them up. So I brought her home now, I cleaned her out, the impeller went, I put a new impeller on her. She started sweet as a nut, but she's been sat there now for 2 months. So like the Seagull engine, I'm going to start her up and see if she's ready to go for the summer. Anyway, there's the Seagull. She's getting a little bit faster now because she's getting warm. So I'll go and cut the throttle down. I've just got it on a fraction. Sorry about that, but I left her there, and I never thought to put her in gear, so I just put her in gear now, so that's slowed her down a little bit. But now she's ticking away round the house, and she's ready to go back down the boat, ready for any trips I've got to do. Okay, so now I've turned the fuel off now, and I'm just letting her run. See how long she runs on a carpool. But I don't really like making the boat chain will go bone dry, so as soon as I hear her speeding up, I'll cut her out. So fingers crossed, lovely engine. Guys, that's the Seagull engine shut down, and I did notice while she was running, this was too loose. And if you move this up and down, it alters the throttle because of this, obviously, and the revs come and go. So what I've done, I've tightened that up now so it will stay in place where it is. So there you go, that's the Seagull engine sorted. I might make you this little video, or I might wait until I've done the other engine and do the video of both of them. And I don't know whether I'm going to do that today because the weather is closing in. And other now than start that one and then give this one a good coat of paint and clean her up, and she's ready to go back down the boat. Yeah, as I say, this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching, guys, and if you did enjoy this and the information I give you, please subscribe. And your engines are running, last a lot longer if you listen to what I say about this, especially about the salts inside of them. And we goes out for now. Pete, goodbye.